Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming backpacks into Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, what do I mean by this? The backpacks? Well, recently we got the jetpack, and this item was actually classed as a backpack. Now, obviously we have back blings. Now, backpacks replace back blings. So what exactly is going to be going on within Fortnite Battle Royale over the next couple of weeks and even Season 5? So basically, I've got some leaked information from Fortnite Insider going over all the methods that we could potentially see Fortnite actually have happening to them, and all the things that we're going to get within backpacks. So there's a bunch of different information out there, and recently people have been data mining once again, and we've come across a variety of different kind of backpacks that we can expect coming into the game. So as you can see on screen right now, I have the screenshot of all these. We've got the backpack folder, and when I go inside the backpack folder, we have a bunch of different ones. Now, the ones I want to focus on is Eye of the Storm Tracker, Intel Pack, Medic Pack, Missile Battery, and Test Pack. Obviously that's probably a test thing. The others aren't too important to me. So what exactly are these? Well, I'm going to be talking more about the Eye of the Storm one and the Medic Pack, but the Intel Pack, I'm not 100% sure exactly what that could be. That possibly could just be a general bigger bag that allows you to carry extra weapons, maybe an extra 2 weapons, or allows you to carry a grenade as a pouch or something like that. Now, missile battery could potentially be kind of like a missile launch type thing, kind of like a Predator missile. You press it and it kind of comes from the sky, and you can fire a missile at someone from the sky, but you can only use it once. That's the sort of idea I've got for that. But let's go on to the Intel backpack itself. Well, the Intel backpack, or should I say the Eye of the Storm backpack, these two, I'm not 100% sure which one's going to be going with which, but the idea of this is pretty simple. Now, basically, the concept we've got for this is basically it radaring people. So to find people within the storm, locate the next storm, and I think exactly that's how it's going to work. I'm pretty sure. So it's basically going to be rendering. Like when I look in the data files, it says find the Eye of the Storm and reveal nearby loot and enemies. So we're getting all them features there within that. Here's another render of it. Credit to Fortnite Insider again. Great source of mine. They provide a lot of information for leaks and stuff like that. But a great render of it as well. Pretty cool. So this could be the Intel one or the Eye of the Storm. I don't exactly know what's going on exactly there, but that's just a cool concept with that. I think this would have dramatic changes on the style of gameplay that we'd see within Fortnite, because having this will give you access to know where the next storm is. It means you could go that direction already, and you could find nearby players, and you could probably get some decent loot from it as well. The downside to it, it will run out of battery eventually, just like the current jetpack does. I've got some gameplay of that towards the end of the video, which you guys can check out, but for now, that's the concept we're going to be going with. The jetpack has that fuel resource type thing, so this will work for all of the upcoming backpacks. Now, I can't guarantee that these are going to actually come into the game. They are leaked within the files, but not everything pops into the game. Fortnite make decisions. For example, the guided missile came into the game for a bit. It was in the files. It's still in the files, but it's been taken out of the game. Now, obviously, it got put in the vault. These items might not even get into the game, therefore they won't even get into the vault. They won't even make it into the game, and that's up to Epic Games themselves to see what style of game they're playing and how's it affecting it. Now, the way the jetpack's being added in really doesn't affect the gameplay that bad. There was a lot of people on Twitter going mad about it and kind of going, this jetpack really isn't good for the game. People were kind of assuming that you're going to have endless fuel, you're going to be able to jump around like COD and stuff, and at the end of the day, it didn't even turn out like that. It was a pretty chilled one. It didn't do that much at all. I personally really do like the jetpack. It has definitely changed the style of gameplay a little bit, but not massively. Next, we're moving on to the med pack. So what exactly is the med pack? Well, the med pack itself is going to be aimed for using as squads and kind of reviving people. So how's it going to work? Well, personally, I believe that the med pack, according to the Insider, it's going to say carry your allies to victory with this advanced life-saving equipment. What I can imagine from this, if it's like an auto revive system. For example, it may have 3 uses. As you can see on this render here, there's 3 dots on it. It has 3 uses. It can either maximum someone's health, that you can press it on someone and it'll put their health to 100, or it can revive someone. So that'd be a pretty cool concept. 3 uses isn't that overpowered either. You can instant revive someone instant heal someone. So an instant revive and instant heal would use 2 of the uses, meaning you've only got 1 use left. This sort of item wouldn't be very useful within solo, apart from instant healing yourself, but I could only see it being in duo and squad. I wouldn't really see it within solo. Here's another render again from Fortnite Insider. Again, the idea of the 3 little dots down on the right kind of hint towards me this possibly could only have 3 uses. It's like the last one we saw had 4 dots, 4 uses. But then again, when you look at the jetpack, it's kind of like the fuel meter until it like kind of caps out and you got to re-go again. Now with the jetpack, you can use it for 10 seconds, starts to cut out, and if you're up high, you could potentially kill yourself from fall damage, but that's how they work. And again, the jetpack does have a meter overall. Once you've used it a lot, it will eventually break and you will lose it. These things aren't very overpowered and they're just changing the style of the gameplay. A very long time ago, I did assume that backpacks would come into the game. I didn't really predict like this sort of stuff like med backpacks and intel like storm radar backpacks and stuff like that. I didn't predict jetpacks, but I predict just a general backpack. I also talked about grenade pouches, and these 2 things are something that people want because a lot of people would love to carry grenades around on them. Grenades are very underrated. I use them all the time, especially for people who are camping. They are very overpowered. You can use them for that all the time, but without having a grenade pouch or even having a backpack, you struggle to carry them all the time. When I say a backpack, I generally just mean an extra 2 item slots that you have in your inventory rather than on your hotbar. What I mean by that is you could go into your inventory where you can switch between maybe traps and drop items and drop ammo, but on there you'd have an extra 2 items which you can switch out with your item slot. There's nothing wrong with this, and I think it would work really well. It means you could carry extra items. Once you pick up the backpack, it gives you an extra 2 slots. Obviously the backpack would take up 1 slot, so potentially it would have to give you 3 slots to make up for that, but the backpack would sit in your inventory. The good thing about this as well is when you die, you can drop that backpack, or if you wanted to drop it and someone else could take it and take the items within that backpack. I think something like that would definitely be pretty cool. Having 3 slots within a backpack, you have to carry it in your inventory, leading you to have an extra 2 slots. That's a total of 7 slots and give you guys some extra access. That is something I predicted a while ago, and potentially we could see that coming into Fortnite within the future. Generally, I personally think the jetpack is a pretty awesome weapon or equipment or whatever you want to call it, and it is pretty fun to use, especially if someone's trying to beat you in a build battle. You can get a decent height on them using that jetpack, and if you do want to jump all the way down, again, you can use the jetpack before you hit the floor to avoid fall damage. It's a useful one, but overall it's not my favorite thing being added into the game because in general it just doesn't see that much play. I've had a few people use it, I've used it myself, and I've beaten most people using it because they're just flying around, switch to a shotgun, 2 pumps, and they're straight down. Obviously, if that's not the pump, if the pump gets like 8 damage, then you are in a little bit of a sticky situation, but there's a big chance that your pump is probably going to get a lot more damage than 8. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, do stick around for daily Fortnite content because I bring out Fortnite content every single day relating to leaks, upcoming news, upcoming information. And if you have tried the jetpack out, or if you haven't tried the jetpack out, I've got some footage for you guys which you can check out right now, which goes over about the new jetpack, and you guys kind of just see a little demo of me using it and me kind of taking out people with it and getting wrecked with it. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and once again, enjoy the rest of the gameplay. And this is postboxpat signing out. So if you've made it to this point in the video, comment down below sniper kill, because that is very frustrating for me. Comment down below sniper kill, because why is it annoying me? Well, I've played about 8 games today and every single one I've been sniped. Fair enough, I was just stood still and I simply get sniped, but every single game I've built like a structure around me or stood still and I've just been sniped towards the last like 5 or 6 players, and I've only won 1 game today because of that. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave that comment down below, sniper kill, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.